Hello crafties, welcome to another video. My name is Infiniti and today I am going to be showing you guys how to make the beloved granny stitch. It's pretty much a classic. It's kind of one of those staple stitches as far as patterns go in crochet. Super easy and it's beginner friendly. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So this swatch that I have here is just a regular granny stitch. I went around it with a reverse single crochet or a crab stitch, and this is one of those patterns where it can look good with or without the bordering. You might want to block it though, because as you can see, this little edge right here, it's a little chunky in my opinion. So I'm going to move this to the side and I'm going to pick up my new yarn color. And I'm going to start this off with a slip knot. Okay, let's zoom in. Starting this off with a slip knot, and you're going to want to chain 4. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and what I'm going to do is insert my hook into this first chain that I made and make a slip stitch, just like that. Alright, and now what I'm going to do is chain 3. I'm sorry, I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so what this does, this is going to act as our first double crochet plus a chain of 2. And what we're going to do now is put 3 more double crochets directly in the center of this little chain space that we made. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so once you have those 3 double crochets made, what you're going to do is chain 2, 1, 2. I'm also weaving in that beginning tail into my project so that, you know, it's not in my way later. And I'm going to go ahead and make 3 more double crochets in the same ring. So here's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. Okay, once you have those 3 made, you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and you're going to work 3 more double crochet into this loop. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and we're almost there. We're going to chain 2, and we're going to make 2 more double crochets right in here. 1, 2, okay, and then we are going to slip stitch in this 3rd chain up. So you want to look down here and count up to 3. 1, 2, 3. You're going to slip stitch into there. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, and pull through. Okay, we're going to chain 3. Now, as you can see, you already have this little square nugget here, and if it looks a little off, you can go back and count your stitches, but you should have 3 stitches per side. Now for row 2, we are going to work a double crochet into this chain 2 space. I'm going to work another double crochet in this chain 2 space. Then we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. And we're going to work 2 double crochet in the same chain space. So there's 1, over, and there's 2. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to work on top of the stitches from the previous row. There's 3 stitches, so we should have 3 double crochet, 1 in each stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Alright, I'm going to do another one. Yarn over, through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and now we're here at another corner. So what we're going to do here is yarn over and create 2 double crochets in this chain space. There's 1, and there's 2. Okay, I'm going to chain 2, and then we're going to make 2 more double crochets in that same chain space. Alright, so now we're going to work on the top of these 3 stitches. So yarn over, make a double crochet in that first stitch, and that first stitch can be kind of tricky to see, especially if you're just starting out. So be patient, take your time, and make sure you're counting. Okay, and now we're back at this corner. So like before, we are going to put 2 double crochets in there. Chain 2. Put 2 double crochets in the same chain space. Then we're going to work the top of these 3 stitches, getting in that first stitch right there, and 3. And the last time, we're going to put 2 double crochets in this chain space. Chain 2, and make 2 double crochets. Then you're going to make a double crochet on top of the next 2 stitches. And 2. And then you're going to slip stitch atop of that chain 3. So this is awesome. We're going to move on to row 3, but before we start crocheting, I wanted to show you guys the math part of this. Now, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches. Each row that you move up with a granny square, you're going to be increasing by 4. So that first row we had 3 double crochets going in each segment. The second row we have 7 stitches per section. So then the third row we're going to have 11 stitches per segment. So that's a good way to keep your count and make sure that you're on track. So now I'm just going to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, these chains of 3 do count as stitches. Please make sure you're counting them. And we're going to work in the next 2 stitches from the previous row. So simply double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, then we're going to put 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, now we're going to work in the next 7 stitches. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets, 4 double crochets, 5 double crochets, 6 double crochets, and 7 double crochets. And then we're going to work that corner. So anytime you work a corner, know that you're going to work 2 double crochets in that chain space, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochets in the same chain space. Also, if I'm moving too fast, feel free to pause or slow down the video. So by now I'm sure you get the gist of the pattern, that you're working your regular stitches, working the corner, and just repeating that pattern about 4 times as you go around. But I'm going to continue to work this row on camera that you guys can watch. So I finished my last corner, and I've already worked one or two of my stitches. But basically you're going to be double crocheting in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches of this row and closing it off with a slip stitch. Just gonna do that. And I'm going to insert my hook in the top of that chain 3 and slip stitch. And I'm going to fasten off, but that is the gist of how you work a granny square. And you would just continue increasing the row each round. Like I said, every round that you do, your sides will increase by a stitch count of 4. And this is one of those projects that could stand to be bordered or blocked, but there you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If so, leave me a comment in the description below letting me know how I did, what would you like to see in the future, etc., just to say hi. Go ahead, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell so you guys never miss out on awesome future content. I post twice a week. And until next time, guys, happy making.